I got the job.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So, who told you about the National Business Employment Weekly? Who told you it has hundreds of high-paying jobs open all across the country? Professional, technical, managerial?
I thought I told you about it. How the articles help you get a job. Write sharper resumes. Have better interviews.
No. I told you, remember? How to get along with your boss, get a raise, get promoted.
Let me see. You told me about the great jobs in the National Business Employment Weekly.
And the help in landing them. And doing better on the job.
So I really owe my new job to you?
Well...
Thank you, sweetheart. I told him.
Get the National Business Employment Weekly at your newsstand or order by credit card and get 8 issues by first-class mail for $35. Call 800-372-3000. 800-372-3000. The National Business Employment Weekly.
Don't make a career move without it.
Do you like to draw, sketch, or doodle? Well, if you do, you'll want to enter this month's art contest from Art Instruction Schools with over $8,000 in prizes. Here's how easy it is. Just call toll-free and Art Instruction Schools will send you this Draw Me art folder without cost or obligation. When you receive it, simply draw one of these interesting characters and mail it back to us. Each drawing is individually judged and 5 winners are selected each month. The purpose of our contest is to find prospective students who are motivated and like art. Only amateurs are eligible and complete rules are in the Draw Me folder. So call or write today. It's fun and exciting and you could be a winner. To receive your free Draw Me art folder, call this toll-free number or write to Art Contest and give your name, address, and age. Don't delay. Call this number now.
Back to the parallel bars, and for the Soviet Union, Igor Korobchinsky.
Currently 4th place in the all-around. He's very exciting on the parallel bars. Look at the rhythm on that move. That's a Diamidov invented by a famous Soviet with an extra quarter turn and then a glide kip on the side. Different than Liukin, who was very choppy. Korobchinsky's style is a little smoother, a little more flowing. I like that style a little bit better. For him, it looks like another day at the office, no big deal. That's a tough routine.
Yeah, and think about Jared Hanks, what must be going through his mind. He knows that's the world champion, and he's ahead of him only by hundredths of a point.
This is a good combination here. Those moves are called Healy twirls. Hop pirouette. Notice the clean position in the handstand, nice body line. Good form on the pike double back.
Another quiet 9.90.
Score is 9.90 for Igor Korobchinsky on parallel bars.
Vitaly Sherbo, solidly in first after 4 rotations to the parallel bars.
Sherbo opens with a straddle cut to an L, press to a handstand. The work out in the end of the bars is really impressive. And he makes his way in. His rhythm is so nice. Never seems to be in too much of a hurry. Has a good feel for squeezing out the handstands, taking his time.
You use the term mature and smooth over and over again with these Soviets.
Once again, beautiful body line on that move called a Healy spin and a pirouette. Excellent toe point. That's a back toss to a handstand. And a double back in the pike position. Clean form.
And we'll move over to horizontal bar now for our next competitor for the USA team, who is now a junior at UCLA.
Beautiful rhythm in all the positions.
11 years in gymnastics overall. And when he's not
Tight
doing
body line in the
gymnastics,
back
you can
toss.
find him
Notice the pike, clean pike in the air on that double back.
the remote control car. It's one of his big hobbies.
Vitaly Sherbo
From Gold Cup Gymnastics
in first place with Belinky and Liukin, his teammates, coming after him, but right now he appears to be in good shape after yet another fine performance. The chief competition for Vitaly Sherbo is this man, Valery Balinki, for obvious reasons, experience being one of them. And this is one of his better events as well.
Let's watch for the clean form. Toe point is exquisite. Underbar work swing, the best you can do it. Oh, out of line on that pirouette, and he saved it without even breaking form. That's experience.
The silver medalist on the parallel bars at the Goodwill Games, Valery Balinki. And you called it. He's in trouble and he saves himself, and no one besides perhaps you would know it.
After that Healy twirl, he does a swing pirouette, second Healy twirl, perfect rhythm. He's way out of line. And he squeezes the bar and pulls it back in without breaking the rhythm or form. That is really the mark of a champion, where they can cover a little bit and not give away any deductions. The judges wouldn't even have caught it. Perhaps a minor deduction for
without slow motion, Bart. I mean, you really wouldn't know it. And they, of course, do not have that luxury. It is a 9.9. In 6 prior meetings, only once has the United States won in dual competition in the United States USSR challenge matches. This being the McDonald's Challenge here in San Jose. Back with the final rotation right after this.
Do you know what open-end mutual funds are?
The Wall Street Journal Guide to Understanding Money and Markets tells you in clear, simple English.
Do you know how to spot trends in stocks?
And what stock options are?
And zero coupon bonds?
And the difference between Treasury bills and Treasury notes?
Everything you want to know about the sometimes baffling world of money and investing is in this remarkable 120-page book. And now it's yours free when you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Call now and you can have 13 weeks of the Wall Street Journal and this valuable 120-page Guide to Understanding Money and Markets. That's 13 weeks of the journal for the news and ideas you need every business day. And this guide free, which tells you everything you want to know about money and markets, now for only $34. Call toll-free 800-642-7400. Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter. Call 800-642-7400 now.
I never saw you hit so well. I'm here in 3, you're here in 1. Ah, Bill.
How'd you do, Jack?
In 3, out in 3. What are you doing? You're playing your best golf, and every time I look up, you're staring at TV. Saturday cartoons make you so good?
It's a special Golf Digest instructional video. The Golf Digest schools pulled 10 instant golf lessons from their 10-cassette collection.
Graphics, instruction, real professional advice, 10 instant lessons?
It's a half hour of the best stuff for a golfer.
It's priceless.
It's free.
Free?
With my subscription to Golf Digest.
Get a full year of Golf Digest for $19.77. Call 800-348-3300 now and get our free half-hour instructional video with your paid subscription. Call 800-348-3300 now.
The crowd enjoying it here, and after 5 rotations, the Soviet Union with a chance of placing 1 through 6. Sherbo, Balinki, Liukin, Korobchinsky, the top 4, with Jared Hanks in 5th place, and Grigory Mizyutin in his first ever international competition for the Soviets has moved into 6th place, with Roth dropping down to 7th. So this is a very important performance for Hanks from a team standpoint and from an individual standpoint. He'd love to move into 3rd if possible.
Jared opens with a good sequence on the end. Those are Thomas flares. Giant front uprise. There's the Healy twirl to a straddle cut. A little bobble there. Wants to finish that perfectly level with the floor in the L position. Double back. What a great day for Jared Hanks. We talked a little before the competition that it's in meets like this that with very little to lose because the Soviets are such heavy favorites. If you can present a strong challenge to the Soviets, you can gain a great deal in terms of name recognition as well as some international credibility. This is a very important day for Jared Hanks. Great body line, little cowboy on the tuck double back. But it's really nice to see him put together 6 strong performances. It's been a long time since we've seen this young man have a complete all-around competition.
First of the Soviet competitors there.
This is a young man, Bart, that has quietly assumed the position of 6th in the all-around. Grigory Misyutin.
The way I have it calculated here, if he scores a 9.8, he could go ahead of Jared Hanks there and complete the sweep, at least to this point, of the Soviets in 1 through 6 places. Oh, look at the style on that. Just a simple move, a blind change, but the way he presented the straight arm to the side really shows a lot of maturity in his performance and his presentation. There's a triple. It's going to score well. I think he'll beat that 9.8.
Some have compared his looks with Scott Johnson.
Really nice, clean position. Tight tuck on that triple backflip. He finishes it easily. Once again, those extra mats are placed in there so the gymnasts have safe landings and they can go for the big tricks today. In a normal major international competition, you wouldn't allow the extra crash pads.
It will be interesting to see how some of the United States, it's a 9.75, so he will remain behind Jared Hanks. But I'm interested to hear how some of the Americans feel about their showing to this point. Standing by with that is our Kevin Cusick. Kevin?
Okay, Cheney Humphrey, who was so strong on the rings. Are you pleased with the performance you've had so far?
Oh, I think I've had a pretty good day. There was a couple routines where I felt a little tired at the end, so but I mean, overall, I feel really good, really positive about what I've done so far today.
It's no surprise that the Soviets have stuck almost every routine. Is there anything today that you hope to do now? You've got 1 left on the parallel bars to offset that a little bit?
Well, I just want to go out and hit my routine and hit it the best that I can and hopefully stick the dismount, and I'll come out with a great score.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Bill Roth with his last opportunity. In this, the final rotation on the parallel bars.
Bill has a really cool move in the middle of his routine. It's like the manna we saw on floor exercise, showing tremendous strength as well as flexibility. A little shaky on that hand placement. His back toss, beautiful. There it is. Very good rhythm. Good line in the handstand. Bill shows really smooth swing on the parallel bars. Good rhythm in the back toss. This is an underbar move here, a cast, and a straddle cut to an L. The rhythm is good, and he has great extension. Notice his arms are completely locked out. His shoulders are quite extended, which is important for the line in the handstand. Just one step on the landing, otherwise an excellent routine.
A 9.8. That'll bring a smile from a normally happy camper, Bill Roth. We'll be back with more. Yeah, that's the same look we had from him earlier in a picture we saw before the United States Championships. Stay with us. We'll be right back.